Did you know baseball gave us jazz? No, I'm serious. Look it up. In 1912, a minor league pitcher had a pitch he called the jazz curve. Years later, jazz became the name for the style of music. But the music didn't stop there. Because we play to play. Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, Buck O'Neil, they wanted to play. And they did play. My Grammy Pat, she played to play. Back in the Bahamas on the sandlots, I played to play. And you better believe that we still play to play. So yeah, like I said, baseball gave us jazz.
Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the...
Change had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy.
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. Major League Baseball on tap. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
About to get started here, and today's starting pitcher, number 59. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
All right, ready to get underway. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Line drive, hauls it in for the out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats, they end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Hot right now. 6 hits in the game yesterday. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. With one swing, he quiets the crowd, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's Matt Olson, right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Bader makes the play, and there's 2 away. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. That one ripped. Benson makes the ground, and that'll do it. Acuna goes yard for the Braves, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, and on the mound in this one, Charlie Morton. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
TJ Friedl now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one away.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Noelvi Marte at the plate now. That's ball 1. In for a strike, and a count 1-1. Yeah, Morton originally was drafted by the Atlanta Braves in 2002. He was a 3rd-round pick. Their 1st-round pick that year was Jeff Francoeur. Their 2nd-round pick that year was Brian McCann. One down, base is empty. Liner, and oh, that got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Spencer Strider gets handed the rock out of the pen, on for his 20th appearance of the year.
Spencer Strider.
Runner on at first with one gone. Matt McClain, the next to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
And he deals. And strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Flips to second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, an aggressive slide right there at second base, but that's a legal slide. I like that because you're trying to do whatever you can to break up the double play, and it looked like it had an effect on that throw just a little bit. Couldn't get enough on it to get the second out at first for that double play. Nice job by the base runner.
And now it's going to be Spencer Steer. Bounce to the left side. Over to Albies. And the inning is over. So one left for Cincinnati, and they're down 2-0. Back here in Cincinnati. Now here is Marcell Ozuna. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. The pitch. That's in there. Strike one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Lays out and makes the play. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Righty delivers. Now a screamer into the outfield. Friedel pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Batting in, the catcher, Sean.
So here's Murphy now. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here. Liner to second and picked on the hop, and they get the out. Braves go down quickly here as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India. The Reds certainly hit on their first-round pick in 2018 when they took Jonathan India, the former Florida Gator. He turned into the National League Rookie of the Year in 2021.
Just an incredible season with the Cincinnati Reds that year.
The right-hander back to work. There's the strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. On the ground to short. Arcia whips it to first on the run. And a quick out, number 1.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Kicks and fires. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Next offering is fouled back. And the righty deals. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
On the ground to third. Riley fires to first. And that is that. One hit, one left. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 2 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's Orlando Arcia. Arcia getting to start at shortstop, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Base hit center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for Atlanta.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. 0 for 1 so far. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll get down for a hit. To second, India, and one away in the top of the third.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Vaughn Grissom digs in now. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
0-1.
Harris, the lead runner out at second. Grissom over at first with one away. Hit on the ground might be 2. McLean to second, and that's 2. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Reds nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and now Bader up to the plate. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him. And there's 1 down.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
At the plate, TJ Friedl. That's in there, and that's strike 1. The wind of the pitch. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. And the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Reds DH. Noelvi Marte reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a bouncer. 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Braves 2 and the Reds nothing. On to the 4th. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. Matt Olson, a guy who grew up in the Atlanta area, went to the same high school that produced Jeff Francoeur, and in fact Jeff's mom was one of Matt Olson's teachers in grade school. Calls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The left fielder, number 20.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. Ripped on a line. Can't get there. Base hit. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. On the ground, right side. Steer takes it to the bag, and that will end the inning. Braves strand one. They're up 2-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Matt McClain. Strider back to work. On the ground, and it goes just foul. The pitch. And now the count is even. Bounce to the right side. Albies on the run, sends it over to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
2 outs. Hard ground ball, base knock.
The right fielder, number 30.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. And he's already singled in this game. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. The pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Reds leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the fifth. Here's Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
And the pitch. Line drive, base hit. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Into center and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in. Like,
oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Throws to second.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
And next for Atlanta, Vaughn Grissom.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That's towards center. Bader should have it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how.
Now a rip into left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. One runs in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Matt Olson up to the plate. And that's in for a strike.
0-1 for count.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That's hard hit on the line. And that one gets down, fair ball. One runs in, a second scores as well.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Number 59 departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Lucas Sims. He's pitching on 2 days rest. One down. Here's a big power threat. Austin Riley.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that should be extra bases. One run is in. Here comes Olson around third. Throw cut off, down to the plate. But it's offline. He will score. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Ripped to third and caught. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. But they blow this one open with a big 5-run inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Ellie De La Cruz. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Harris has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler.
So up next, Tyler Stevenson. Grounded out his first time up. In there for strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Bader in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Nobody left for Cincinnati, not going their way. It's 7-0.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Honey, I'll bring you with.
Welcome back. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
The second baseman,
Albies, 26 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. And here it comes. Right side, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
And here is Sean Murphy. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
the batter, number 11, shortstop.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Bader fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So the batting order turns over. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Friedel makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Vaughn Grissom.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Vaughn Grissom. That one laced to center and a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Acuna now. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Braves 8 and the Reds nothing. Back here at Great American Ballpark, where we go bottom 6. And now, TJ Friedl.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
In the air, out towards left center. Ozuna brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
In now for the Reds, Noelvi Marte. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop,
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. McClain measures 5 feet 8 inches, 180 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2021. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
No, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
Throwing the ball really well today. That two-seam fastball's got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Reds go down quietly, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. We go to the top of the 7th. Down the third baseman, Austin Riley. And he deals. And there's a strike.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
That one is absolutely belted. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. This to third, and foul ball. The pitch. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
Everyone can have a little chuckle there. He's had such a great season. Rarely ever do you see that kind of swing.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
On a line, base hit. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Bounce to third. Tosses to first, and that is that. One left for Atlanta as it remains an 8-0 game. Set for the last half of the seventh, and now Spencer Steer. The wind and the pitch. Gets under it and pops it up. Makes the grab on the run. One down.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
So digging in, Jonathan India. Now fly ball to right center. Acuna after it. Grabs it on the run. That's out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Benson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Left-hand batter waits. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. That ends the frame. Reds down in order. Still 8-0. New pitcher on here, Buck Farmer.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
So digging in, Orlando Arcia. The pitch. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
0-1. And it's fouled away. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Michael Harris will hit next. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And that's in there for strike one. Righty to the plate. That's a laser base hit. Throw back in quickly First and second now with nobody out. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Now it's going to be Vaughn Grissom. That's a strike. 0-1. Arcia over at second. Harris on at first with nobody out. And that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a foul ball third base side. The 0-1. That one ripped. And no one can get there. One run across, another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just a solid swing right there. Feel great.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Rips one to right. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. And they extend their lead. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Ian Gibaut.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. There's a line drive to left field. Makes the grab. Runner tagging for third. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. And it's caught just in front of the wall. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves.
Ozzie Albies.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
So man aboard. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Liner, base hit. Albies coming home. Bader fires it to the plate. The run comes in to score from second. It's 14-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. To second. India inning over, although plenty of damage done. So in the end, 10 men come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Last half of the 8th coming up. Braves on 14-0. On to the bottom of the 8th and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Ellie De La Cruz. The wide to kick the pitch. There's a strike. And that one fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. And he picks it up in foul territory. The 0-2. He goes down looking.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Swing and a ball popped up. Riley drifts towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Harrison Bader. Swing and a ball popped up. Arcia drifts towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. But this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Alexis Diaz gets the call from the pen.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Now here is Michael Harris singing "You Gotta Appreciate a Guy Who's This Good Defensively." I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And a pitch out to center. Bader should have it. Hauls it in for the out. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Vaughn Grissom next up for the Braves. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's ripped into left, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt.
Here is Matt Olson. Rips that one to right. Benson squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Now third baseman, Austin Riley.
Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. 15-0. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
So 2 on with 2 away. Marcell Ozuna getting ready to hit. That one's in there. 0-1. Two outs, two in scoring position. There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. Atlanta leads it 15-0. And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, T.J. Friedel.
The left fielder, T.J. Friedel.
Joe Jimenez takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Jimenez, a former All-Star, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Kicks and deals. There's a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Marte in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. That clips the corner. And down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
McLean, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Is just 1 strike away. Got him looking. And that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
This one ends 15-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So front to back. No batteries included and no strings attached. No holds barred. No time for move faking. Got to get to loose so I can bring home the bacon. Brothers front, they say the drop can't flow, but we've been known to do the impossible like Broadway Joe. So sleep if you want, like who will help you get your Z.